now go to our topic for today, that is basic input and output. So here's our thing that I'll be discussing today. To speed up, I just paste here already the codes that I'll be sharing it to you. First thing is, if you notice on this line here, this is our comment section. Okay, if you like to create a comment or use a comment, there are two types of comments that is available in Python. We have the single line comment, and then we also have the multi-line comment. For single line comment here, you have to start with a pound sign or hash symbol or sharp, which do you prepare, then followed by the text that would be your comment. So for example, I have here pound sign single line comment, pound sign example of using input, pound sign input from accepts, and so on and so forth. Okay, now that is for single line comment. If you like to have multi-line comment, you could use three double quotation marks. Okay, so I have here 1, 2, 3. This is the start. Now it automatically turns your text to green for this particular editor. If you scroll down here, I have placed also the three double quotations at the end. So meaning that all of these will be marked as comments. Okay, so let's start with our first item. So I'll make this a single line comment and then move to this section. For the first input, I'll start with this line here. Okay, this line here. Example number 1. For example number 1, what we intend to accomplish here is, let's move it downwards, this one here. So we have here a variable name wherein we're asking the user to enter the name. We're asking also to enter the salary and also to enter the company name. Print allows us to print, so we'll be displaying the text display employee details. And then we're going to also have your print name, salary, and company. Okay? Then this section here retrieves the value of our variable, in which case this is a name, salary, and company. Okay? So let's run our output. Let's run our program to see our output. Okay, I think we have here the error. So at line 40, okay, so I think we need to do a remark here. Okay, let's check. Oh, there. Okay, we have to remove this line here. Okay, we have about remark it already. Let's run the program again. So it's currently asking us enter name. So let's say we have here, let's add here. Let me add a colon here so that there was some spaces. Let's run enter name. Let's say Haji. Salary is, let's say, 1,000. Okay. And I work at Microsoft. Enter. So we have here the values of the data that we have inputted. So we have displayed here the name, the salary, and then the company. Okay, so this is our first example. Let's now go to our second example here. Okay, example number 2. Let me move our comment to this line. Okay. For our next example, what we need to do is to check what type of data did the user input. Okay, so we have here a value or a variable name is equals to input, please enter number, and the name input, please enter your name. Now, in order for us to display the data type, you need to include here type before the variable. The output here is to show us what type of data did the user inputs did the user inputs, okay? What type of data? It means the data type, okay? Let's run our program here. Okay, we need to, by the way, I need to remark this section so that we'll not have problems here. Okay, so we're going to run this line of code. So run our program again, and then let's have some spaces here. Okay, always forget this one. Okay, let's also include space here, column. Okay, so run our code. Please enter number 12. Enter a name. Let's say Haji. Enter. So for our first input, its type is class. Class is string. The second one also, our class name is also a string type. Take note that when we use the input command, it returns us a string. Now, if you want to make this as an integer type, you have to include the integer, open parenthesis, and then close parenthesis. That would return as an integer type. Okay, so let's test this one here. Let's run our program again. Let's input a number, let's say 20. And then let's have this one here, name Johan, enter. Now as you can see, the data type now is now set to integer, and this one is set to string. So that is how you determine what type of data, or check what type of data did the user inputs, okay,